Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. I'm going to do this a little differently today. I'm just sitting here. I'm actually just reading and preparing for this devotional. I kind of want to do it right here, just in an intimate setting, kind of quiet. And I'm going to show you what I'm reading, okay? So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. We're going to go 3 through 5. It says, For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. See? And so in verse 5 it says, We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. And that's what we've been talking about lately, is self-control, self-discipline, being alert and aware that, hey, the devil's got his schemes, and that and like in Ephesians where it talks about, that we're fighting spiritual battles, we're not fighting against the world, right? We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting against the evil dark powers that are in control in this world. And that's what we're talking about here, is that we don't fight as the world fights, right? We fight with spiritual power, the Holy Spirit, with love and joy, peace and grace, compassion, and the power of the Holy Spirit. And yes, we live in this world, and yes, there's war going on in this world, whether it be between countries or between individuals. There's always some kind of battle and conflict going on. We're talking about fighting the war, the spiritual warfare here. Not with guns, not with armies, not with hateful speech, not with our hands, not with all these things that the world fights with. But we're talking about fighting the daily battle against spiritual evil, right? And it says, so the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world, right? On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. So there's the strongholds in our lives and in the society. I think it's very obvious. It's hate. It's greed and selfishness, which is all forms of hate. And it's this massive desire for power and control. So it's all founded in hate. The stronghold is hate. And we see, though, that the weapons we fight with should have the divine power to demolish that. So what does that mean? It means that, first of all, we're not using that divine power of love. That love overpowers hate. Light outshines the darkness. Right? Simple idea, but so hard for us to actually do. And it says, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. We take captive every thought. So take captive those thoughts, because that are against God, right? And it says we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So that's a little self-discipline, self-control. Taking captive these things and taking control. Take control of your thoughts and make it obedient to Christ. Take control of your emotions, make it obedient to Christ. Everything, make it obedient to Christ. And that should be our real challenge this week, is live in this world, but wage war with love, joy, peace, compassion, grace. Grace is a big deal. Grace is something we all deserve, we all need every day, but it's something we don't give every day. It's something we all desire. I need grace every day. You need grace every day. And I would love for people to have grace for me in all my shortcomings and all my failures and all my sin. And it's really hard sometimes to give grace to somebody else. So if we know we need that grace, let's give it as well. That's a big deal. If you look at somebody who's definitely wronged you and says, hey, it's going to be all right. Think about that. That's a big deal. And you look at somebody and say, hey, look, I've messed up a lot and I've been forgiven. I need to forgive you too. That's huge. That messes with people's minds, makes them think about what's going on, why. It takes a really strong person to give that kind of grace and forgiveness. And we only have that strength through the power of the Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ. right? So let's wage war with love, and not this frilly one love type stuff. I'm talking about some serious Holy Spirit, God-centered love. Because that's hard, and that's big time, and there's a lot of power in that. And it says that love has the power, divine power. So it tells you it's power from the Holy Spirit to demolish the stronghold of hate that's going on in this world today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I do appreciate it. This is a little different setting, a little different feel of it, but it's just something that was really going on here today. So thank y'all so much. We do love you, appreciate you. We read your comments, and we love hearing from you. So if you got any prayer requests or praise reports, leave them below. We'd love to hear from you. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.